Hi everyone, Matthew John from Biggin Scott. I hope you're having a fantastic 2017. Can you believe that we're already halfway through the year? I just wanted to touch base quickly and go over what we've seen in the market for the first half of 2017. So in the first 3 months, we started off with some really good growth, obviously carrying on from a fantastic year last year. Around the 1st of May, we did see some new regulations that came into play. Now, those were around how property prices were quoted and how they were advertised online and through the marketing. So we did see the market shift a little bit throughout that period, and that was more so getting the numbers to open homes and to auctions were a little bit lower. We weren't seeing as many bidders at auctions. We're actually seeing a few properties that were starting to pass in. However, in the last few months, that is now corrected, and we're seeing some really good numbers of people coming through open homes, and we're seeing some great results back to around about 2.5 average bidders per auction. And we're also starting to see a lot of properties that are selling before auction as well, which is a great sign. So moving on to Melbourne as a whole, we've seen some really good growth for this year. It's actually 13 or just over 13.5%. It's overtaken Sydney, which is fantastic, and we're hoping to see some really good growth for the second half of the year as well. So the property, the average price, or the median house price I should say, is sitting at around $843,000. Now, just to put that in perspective for your homeowners out there, if you purchased a property in Melbourne, the median house price in 2007, so 10 years ago, you'd be looking at around $386,000. So we've seen a fair bit of change in the last 10 years, and let's hope we continue to see that moving forward. So in terms of rental properties, we got down to around about 1.5% vacancy rate in March, which was a really good figure. We're back up to about 2.2% now, but I did want to say for anyone that does own a rental property or an investment property or is looking to purchase one, keep in mind that Melbourne as a whole, in terms of population growth, is growing by about 1,850 people every week. So if you are looking at purchasing an investment property and you're looking around the inner suburbs of Melbourne, close to public transport, there's always going to be a high demand for properties in that area. So make sure that's where you're looking. So in terms of what's going to happen in the second half of 2017, a lot of questions asked, people wanted to know what's going on. So we're going to discuss that in the next video. There's a few things that are coming to play in the 1st of July that we're keeping a very close eye on, and we'll be back in the next couple of weeks to chat about what we think the market is going to do for the second half of 2017. But in the meantime, have a fantastic week. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to seeing you guys then.